I request everyone to repeat our Toastmaster mission along with me. We provide a supportive and positive learning experience
Supportive and positive learning experience
in which members are empowered to develop
in which members
develop
communication and leadership skills,
communication leadership skills,
resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth.
resulting in greater self-growth and personal growth.
growth.
In order to have an effective session today, if you have mobile phone, just put it on silent mode. Don't look out all the time cell phone. For the online members, you can unmute your audio whenever you want to speak. For in-person meeting, for the interest of members, gents room, you can use gents toilet, you can use in pantry. And then, yeah, pantry, yeah, it's inside is there for gents washroom. For the ladies, next one. And in case of any emergency, you can use this door next to us. Okay. And respecting plurality and diversity of members, we refrain from talking three topics: sex, religion, and politics. So I request all the members arrange your speeches accordingly. Now time to welcome our enthusiastic president. He's a gem in sports. I always meeting him walking and jogging during those times. None other than Toastmaster WYSIWYG for his presidential address. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suresh Kale Perumal, for starting our first meeting in the new premise. A warm good evening to one and all again for our new session. And on Sunday, we have two changes. We are on meeting on Sunday and in the new session. And I congratulate and welcome you all for this. Good evening. And I thank each one of you, all the members of our club, for accepting this change in a very positive way and coming forward in a situation where we didn't had much time to look out for a new places to get a place within our budget. As you notice, our membership has reduced a little bit and within our budget. So we didn't go to Zoom. We are continuing without any disruption in physical meeting. Thank you, Toastmaster Chandramouli, Toastmaster Nayan Thomas, and Toastmaster Ramlingam Mangala. Hope you are able to see us and hear us. And thank you for joining from different countries.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Japanese love fresh fish. You know, they love fresh fish, Japanese. They have the sea nearby, but they don't get fresh fish near the shore. So they found a solution as normal. Go to the sea in a small boat and catch fish and come. When they did that, what happened? Because of the length, the sea is far. By the time it reaches to the shore, the fish is dead. And you know, Japanese love fresh fish. So they made they tried a solution to make a bigger boat and put it in a refrigerator and bring it. So they went to the middle of the sea, they catch fish, put it in the freezer, and they brought it. But Japanese love fresh fish. When it is coming in the fridge, it is not fresh. They don't like it. Started thinking about different solution. And they thought, okay, we can make the boat bigger to have a big vessel like a tank, like a big fish tank. So they catch the fish from the sea, put it in the fish tank, in the boat or in the vessel and bring it. It's a good idea, looks like. But by the time it reaches the shore, there are a lot of fish inside the tank and the fish is losing its energy. So it's like a stale fish or not very active fish. And Japanese love fresh fish. Again, the problem, fishermen started thinking about what to do next. They didn't change the boat, didn't make a bigger boat with the same boat, with the same tank, same fish they catch from the mid of the sea they did. And with a small change, they put few small sharks inside the tank. When the shark inside the fish tank, shark is not going to stay like other fish. Shark started running around inside the tank to make other fish active. So the other fish has to move away from the shark, otherwise the shark will eat them. So the other fish started moving around. Till the boat reaches to the shore, all the fish became very active. We need shark in our life. Otherwise, we will be complacent in our place. If you recollect Pepsi and Coke, for the success of Coke, Pepsi is required, and for the success of Pepsi, Coke is required. But we are not complacent. When we said we want to change the location, we are ready. We said we want to change the day, we are ready. We don't need anything else to push us. But sometimes in our life, we need. So if anybody says, take it as a positive note. First session in this venue, to lead today's session, we have a distinguished Toastmaster with more than a decade of experience, service in Toastmastering. With us, always. We all know him. But there are few things which I don't know, which I would like to read without making any mistakes. He joined Toastmasters in the year of 2008 as a keen student of public speaking, his wordings. Continuing this journey to hone his listening and analysis skill, keen to contribute to the platform that has helped him to learn in public speaking. He has been a division director and has held the privilege of membership in several district teams. Interest in movies, sports, particularly cricket. Remember last week we postponed it. And reading. No, not only him. There are few more. And an occasional blogger and a permanent procrastinator. He has a keen of sense of music, manages to the right bathroom to sing. If you want to make a better bathroom, contact me. I sell bathrooms. Motto in life, do serious things in life, but live life light. Recently, this he has not given. Recently, he has done in a program in District 105. Many has attended Stagecraft Mastery Program by District 105. TM Shreeraman was taking the lead. And he is also honing our participants for the next club area contest. He is taking tremendous effort and time to give the evaluation for our speakers so that we will be a better speaker in an area division contest. And he's an advisor for different clubs, and he spent a lot of time with Gavel clubs. Let us put our hands together to welcome distinguished Toastmaster DTM Shreeraman Vadhyar, WYSIWYG. The stage is yours.
First of all, a big thanks for the credit that you gave me for postponing the session. At least some credit I can live with, you know. A warm good evening to all of you. Good evening. When I joined Toastmasters, like the president mentioned, we met in a small room in Darshik. Again, there was a phase where we grew in numbers. We were looking for alternative spaces. In the middle of that, just like we did here, we moved to a small hall in a place called Sultan Center in Puro. And then we moved to this luxurious Kimji Training Institute where we had this desk, the pantry, the cleaner service, everything was provided. And then today we are here in a small room, small in size. I don't know in facilities how it will look when we will get to know when we start using this. But in all these, I have seldom seen anyone clean. Like the president says, we embrace the change, we embrace all the venues with big heart. So kudos to all members of WYSIWYG. WYSIWYG. Now to clear the confusion, a lot of people had come up with this. When I was a student of computers, programs, application, not programming, we had a word processor and an Excel worksheet that was before Excel, before MS Word. So that was the first time this was being used for programming and other applications. We could select a particular set of text and print or view that particular set. It was very famous in a program called Lotus 123, which was the worksheet prior to Excel, MS Excel. What you see is what you get, is WYSIWYG. Okay. What we see is what we get, and we are completely happy with what we get. Correct? That is the secret of happiness in life. But is that the case always? It is not. I'll go back to about 30 odd years back when a renowned author called Dr. Stephen Covey wrote a book called The 7 Habits of the Highly Effective People. Now, as a prelude to the 7 habits, he talks about a kid traveling in a train with his father. How many of you have read that book? Great. I have company here. So if I'm going off track, please let me know. Please feel free to correct me. So this child who is getting excited about everything that he sees through the window. There's a person sitting next to them and he's amused as to this is a grown-up kid. And it's a train that every day passes through this place and it's a common sight. Why is this kid getting excited? So the father of the kid says, this boy was not able to see. He had no eyesight. He just started surgery and he is looking at the world for the first time. Therefore, this excitement. The other person felt so bad about what he did. What happened there? Can you tell me? What did the other person think? What was the issue there?
Paradigm shift.
Paradigm
shift.
Paradigm shift. The person thought the guy is being very childish as a grown-up kid without checking. Okay, many times we get caught up in our perceptions, and when we check the facts and get to know things, that becomes our cognitive analysis. It becomes cognition. So we work on perception. That's where we say we sit in judgment. Now, one of the perils of judgment is that it leads to a 6-letter word. Yes, 6-letter word called STRESS. Can someone quickly tell me what are the causes of stress? Expectations 1. Perfection.
Overwhelming.
Sorry?
Overwhelming. Overwhelmed. Overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed. Okay, overwhelmed. Okay. What happened in the train? What was that person did? He jumped to conclusion because he was sitting in judgment, correct? Without checking the facts, he ran into judgment, which led to a stressful situation there. Now, this person who asked this question, what is guy being stupid? Why is this boy being stupid? Will live with guilt for almost all his life, unless he goes and apologizes or makes up with the kid and the parent. So I'm here to give you a 4A method manage stress. Now, take it from me, from any expert, that you cannot avoid stress. If someone tells you that you're going to avoid stress, he is leading you to a fool's paradise. Stress is something built in every human being. So I can give you a method that can help you get better at stress management. The first of which is avoiding unnecessary stress. Now, when I say avoiding unnecessary stress, that's why I said there is some stress required for you to perform. If you don't have stress, you don't perform. You're dead. You're living a dead vegetable's life. Anybody can take you, make curry out of you and eat. But if you want to have performance, you need to have some stress that would then turn into energy for your performance. Okay, so avoid unnecessary stress. Don't try to control uncontrollable things. More important than saying yes is saying no to things that you're not comfortable, you're not ready to do. For example, red light is on. Why is it on? Oh, is it? Okay.
Don't get stressed.
Avoid, yeah. The red button can be on, but the whole session is mine. So I won't get stressed about the red light. Avoid red button topics if you're not comfortable with discussing some ideology, some politics, some religion. Avoid discussing that. Why get into stressful work? You will get your chance to express. What I do is I spend little time discussing that, but I put it on paper. I use a blog to express my opinion. It's mostly motivating type. But if I have to write something, I put it on my private blog. If people want to read, it's their choice to read. Take control of your environment. Don't let the environment rule you. Take control of the environment, the environment that you are living in. If it's TV that is disturbing. If this projector disturbs me, I'll ask the VPE to switch it off. But it's not disturbing, so I'll live with that. So now what is in control is
Red light.
stress is in control. But if everything is in control, but if I don't take charge of the meeting now, people will have stress now because it's time for me to introduce the timer, the role players for the session. And the timer today is Toastmasters Shreeraman Saib, who's been in Oman for all of 3.5 years now. She's in, okay, let me put it the way she wants me to put it. Creative, innovative, and an enthusiastic art teacher in Indian school, WYSIWYG. To tell us the time criteria, let's welcome Toastmaster Shreeraman Saib. All the best.
Thank you. I need that mic.
Yeah, the way they'll be understood.
Time is the most valuable thing a man can spend. Good evening, dear Toastmasters. I will be the timer of the session today. As a timer, I will time the table topic, speakers, project speeches, and the evaluations. I will also alert each speaker of the time they have left using green, yellow, and red lights, which denote specific time remaining. For introduction of the role plays, 2 minutes is the time allotted. At 1 minute, I will raise the green light. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will raise yellow light. At 2 minutes, I will raise red light. Today, we have one project speech for 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will raise green light. At 6 minutes, I will raise yellow light. At 7 minutes, I will raise red light. We also have a demo speech for tall tale, the duration of which is 10 minutes. At 8 minutes, I will raise green light. At 9 minutes, I will raise yellow light. And at 10 minutes, I will raise red light. For topic speakers, they should limit their remarks to not more than 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will raise green light. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will raise yellow light. At 2 minutes, I will raise red light. The individual evaluation should be between 2 to 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will raise green light. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will raise yellow light. At 3 minutes, I will raise red light. A well-timed session reflects the quality and professionalism of the club. All the best to the speakers and the role players. Let's enjoy an amiable session today.
Wonderful introduction. Thank you. Along with time, one of the stress factors is our loss of words. So we need to improve our vocabulary also. What we do for that is something that the next role player will come and explain. Toastmaster Ramalingam Wangala is our word master today. He's a mechanical engineer with 18 years experience in the construction industry. People close to him address him as Ram or Raman. No, it is up to you to decide how close you are, Ram or Raman. It's your choice. But I call him Ram today because I want to be friends with him. Let's welcome Toastmaster Raman Vakal.
Ram is good.
Thank you very much, TMOD, for introduction. Am I audible to you?
Yes.
Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Toastmaster Gaurav has assigned me 2 roles today. One is word master. The second one is grammarian. As a word master, I'm introducing a new word. Let me share the screen. The screen is visible? Amiable. The pronunciation amiable. It's amiable. It's an adjective. The meaning of amiable is having or displaying a friendly, pleasant manner. The synonyms are affable, amicable, warm-hearted, good-natured, agreeable, pleasing, likable, lovable, good-humored. The antonyms are unfriendly, disagreeable. I request all the speakers to use the word amiable as much as possible. And also, as a second role, grammarian, I will be observing all the speakers for the usage of the amiable word and also vocabulary, any good sentences, quotes, everything I will be keenly observing, and I will present the report before end of the session. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raman Ramalingam Mangala, for that wonderful explanation. Before I let you go, I want you to pronounce that word once more because people thought it was a synonym that was being said, and I heard many pronunciations. I don't know how to pronounce it. Can you please pronounce it once for us?
Amiable.
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 Okay. So all of you amiable, friendly, good-natured, good-humored members, it's time for us to move on to the next role player, which is our, I don't know if I can call him the most stressed role player officer in the club, but he coolly handles everything. One of the most coolest brains in Kimchi Toastmasters. He's a chartered accountant by profession and qualification and heads the finance section of Almuj, the Waves. And he's been with Kimchi Toastmasters on and off and on. In his second innings, he is completing 2 years now. 12 years with Kimchi Toastmasters now. So he has seen Kimchi Toastmasters before COVID and after COVID. Today, our counter's role is assigned to Vice President Education himself by the Vice President Education to tell us the criteria. Let's welcome Toastmaster Gaurav Singh.
Thank you. Thank you, amiable Toastmaster of the day and amiable fellow Toastmasters, online as well as offline. I've seen Kimchi Toastmasters from the small room and now back to the small room again. Now, our role today is our counter. The purpose of the R counter is to note pauses and pause filler sounds which are used by speakers by anybody who speaks during the meeting. Now, what could be these pause filler sounds? These could be ah, or this could be overused words as and, well, you know, but, or the speaker might use repeat words as you know, this means. I will take note of all the words and pause filler sounds which are used by the speakers today, and I will give my report during the evaluation session. Thank you. And back to amiable Toastmaster of the day.
Yes. Thank you. Okay, I stand corrected. I said he is the most stressed officer. Now or later? I think it like that would be wise. Small message. So the correction point now. I said he is one of the most stressed officers, but from what we saw now, he's the most relaxed role player today, in spite of taking at the last moment. Well done, Toastmaster Gods. This is by far best that I've seen you in the club. I hope it continues. And now we move on to the auditor who will keep from finance to audit, who will keep track of what happens. So this is not supposed to be said by me, correct? This is supposed to be said by the role player who's going to play the role. And to play the role, we have a distinguished Toastmaster, past Vice President Education and President of the club, current mentor of the club, past area director, multiple champions, multiple mentor. I hereby transfer the title of Universal Mentor to you. Let's welcome the General Evaluator, Toastmaster.
Thank you, amiable Toastmaster of the day and fellow Toastmasters. It's really a pleasure to be the general evaluator for the very first session in this new room that we are right now. As general evaluator, my role, I have two responsibilities. The most important is that take a note of that happens during the session when we hear and to conduct the evaluation segment. Already Toastmaster of the day has introduced the role players who will be supporting me in the evaluation segment. I will come back with my report when called upon by the Toastmaster of the day towards the end of the session. Over to you, Toastmaster.
Only one man is energetic. Can we have a little? That's great. That's well, man. And thank you, DTM Pradeep, for reminding me that I should also say that express my honor at being the first Toastmaster of the day at the new venue, correct? So I have the honor of being the first Toastmaster of the day for the first session at week 1. 3-1 or 3-1? 3-1-0. It's my pleasure to be the Toastmaster of the day. I hope you enjoy the show today of the WYSIWYG. No, I mentioned the first day as avoiding stress, avoiding unnecessary stress. If you can't avoid, what do you do?
Absorb it.
Ignore it.
Ignore it. See, pass it.
It will become several A's now. Now I am putting praise. In the second is alter. If you can't avoid, alter it by expressing your feelings, bottling up your feelings, you are penning up your pent up emotions will get you into trouble. That will have its own effect on your body, physiology, psychology. Be receptive, yet be ready to compromise. Be assertive, but if you think you're getting into the area of realm of rigidity, be ready to compromise so you can have meaningful dialogues. The moment you have meaningful dialogues, the moment you have greater communication is happening. There you break down the barrier for stress, or you break down the wall called stress. So if you can't avoid, try avoiding. If you can't avoid, alter your stress level. And remember, when you say alter, there's someone who is sitting here who is supposed to be leaving for India in a day's time. So if he's able to manage, he won't be under stress. But if you are not able to manage, be ready to alter your lifestyle. Have a balance between your personal work, your family, your work, your recreation. So create a balance. Alter your lifestyle to suit the physiological and psychological needs of this. Now I have to alter my pose to suit the needs of the club meeting as we head into the core segment called project speech. We have a speech from Toastmaster Mrinal Maichani today, which will be evaluated by our area director, Toastmaster Jayakrishan, past president, and unlike DTM Pradeep, past mentor. So current mentor and past mentor sitting together. He is an electrical engineer with Bhawan Engineering Company for God knows how many years now. He probably founded the company with our founders. Busy with Hukum activities now. And also busy with area and club activities. He's someone who manages to balance work life. So I've seen him skipping a lot of sessions here. That's also a way of saying that no, I don't have time now. That's lets you manage your stress level better. So when you're not ready, don't say yes. It's demonstrated wonderfully by our general evaluator. So welcome Toastmaster Jai Krishnan. Thank you for correcting.
Thank you. I'm able Toastmaster today. I'm able to Toastmasters online at offline. Good evening, once again. And I'm honored to be the one and only evaluator for each one, the first session. Thank you, Education, for giving me this opportunity. I'm able with education. Today, Toastmaster Ronald Methani is going to deliver us level 1 third speech from Dynamic Leadership Path. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance speech. The Toastmaster is supposed to deliver a well-organized speech on any topic. And as an evaluator, it is my objective to see that whether he is using any intentional or unintentional movement in body language, or any distracting movements as well as movements that enhance the speech. The speech may be humorous, information, or any style the Toastmaster may choose. I'll be coming up with my detailed report during the general evaluation session when general evaluation comes upon. Until then, back to you. I'm able to Toastmaster today.
No, we all have many things with us. He possesses two things that are different from us. Can anyone take a guess? Very good song. Okay, height is okay. We'll take them. But what I had in mind was, of course, the voice, very good. And the second was a keen sense of humor, which he discovered probably 4 years back, 4 years after joining Kingji Toastmasters. So we get into a segment, the project speech. As we get into that, before I get into that, I want to check with the speaker who is presenting podcast if you can get the time signal sorted out, because if you have 8 to 10 minutes signals like that, then you're going to have trouble with your speech and then coming up with the input. Please make sure that you get the time indications correct. You want to have time indication for the speech separately, and then for the inputs that you're giving, that separately, correct? You can, if you have 8 to 10 minute speech, then you will be lost as to when you will give the input. So I suggest that you discuss the time criteria with her as far as the display of cards are concerned. No, finally we get.
This is 5 to 7 minutes. Dr. Pranal is delivering 5 to 7 minutes. speech.
No, Asha.
Then you-
I'm talking
Oh,
about.
Asha speech. Okay, get it.
It's total 10 minutes, including inputs on call. So, but she said 8 to 10 minutes she'll segments. So. Okay, ready to go. Toastmaster Mrinal Maithani. Mrinal Maithani is one of the new babies in Toastmasters Club and in Kindi Toastmasters. He is a designer who elevates businesses through the power of brand identity. Simple, no complications. To present a speech, gratitude is attitude. Let's welcome Toastmaster. Congress.
Dear Toastmasters today. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. Good evening. In a world where stress and uncertainty are mostly around us, it's easy to lose track of all the good things in life. So today, let's explore how an attitude of gratitude can help us lead more happy and more fulfilling lives. What is gratitude? Gratitude is the quality of being thankful. When we are grateful, we acknowledge and appreciate the things, the positive things in our life, which in turn increases our satisfaction and joy. So, let's see how it works. When we are research shows that people who consciously practice gratitude experience higher levels of satisfaction in life and are less prone to diseases and risks associated with stress. And how does this work? One of the ways gratitude works is by bringing a shift in perspective. When faced with challenges, a grateful mindset helps us reframe the situation. When adopting an attitude of gratitude, we instead of looking at obstacles, we see opportunities for growth. It's like planting a seed in the soil of our mind. When we consciously practice gratitude, it nurtures these seeds and in turn allows positivity to grow and flourish in our thoughts and our lives. Research in positive psychology also shows that okay, never mind.
No stress.
Apart from impacting our mindset, gratitude also strengthens our relationships. You see, when we acknowledge and appreciate the people around us, it strengthens our connection. And in a world where it can sometimes feel very isolating, gratitude is the bond that can help us form stronger relationships and it can bind us together. In addition to its impact on our mindset and our relationships, gratitude also plays a pivotal role in our physical and mental well-being. When we practice gratitude, people who consciously practice gratitude experience lower levels of stress, improved sleep, and also a strong immune system. So now that you all know the benefits, let's consider how we can incorporate a practice of gratitude into our daily lives. Take a moment, it all starts with awareness. So take a moment each day to think about the things that make you feel grateful. It could be anything big or small, whether it is the love and support from your family and friends, the car you drive, or the beautiful city you live in. In fact, here's something to feel grateful for right this moment. The fact that we are alive in conclusion. I would like to say that yes, life is hard and things don't always work out the way we want them to. But there are also plenty of things that we take for granted that are going well in our lives. And this gives us an opportunity to feel grateful. So gratitude indeed is not just an attitude. It's the key to unlock a life of freedom, of happiness, and fulfillment. So think about this on your way back home. What are you grateful for? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Brunel, for bringing such Thank you very much for bringing such heavy stuff, presenting in a very agreeable manner to the friendly members here. I'm sure the evaluator will come up with a report pretty soon. Now, the other aspect, apart from planning for the regular session, that adds to the so-called stress level of the Vice President Education is when we approach contest season. But because Hindu Toastmasters always believes in proactive action and preparation, Vice President Education is planned a tall tales speech today as a demonstration for those aspiring to take part in the tall tale contest scheduled to come up soon. And I'm taking as much time as possible so the speaker can get ready. If you're ready, we are ready to welcome you to present to us the speech, The Dreadful Mind. Welcome. She'll be delivering a speech and giving a input also on tolerance. All the best.
Thank you, Toastmaster, for the day. And a very good evening to fellow Toastmasters. This is just a small attempt that I'm trying to do. To be honest, I've never attempted a tall tale before. But I happen to hear one or two storytelling combined with a tall tale, in some of the school settings. And I thought that, and when Toastmaster Gaurav approached, I thought I can share the learnings, what I got from what I heard. So I'll just give you a quick brief on what a tall tale is. Then I will narrate a story. And then I will connect the story as to what the focus point that I took in order to make it a tall tale. So what according to you is a tall tale? We have already heard DTM Pradeep brief up a bit in the earlier session. So what according to you is a tall tale? Exaggeration. And?
Presented with humor and twist.
Go beyond your wildest imagination.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry? Okay. So it is, you're right, it is basically an exaggerated story. It can either be a story or an event that's happened with you, and then you try to exaggerate it using different characters, different connotations, different slangs, idioms, phrases, to an extent that people feel, okay, this has happened, but it is something which is beyond our imagination. That's one way. Another way of doing a tall tale is you totally imagine a new story and you create exaggeration of it. So these are the two ways that you can try working on a tall tale. We usually think, why is the name tall tale given to this? So once we understand that, I think it's easy if you're trying to put up a fresh tall tale. So the real reason is not known, but then they usually feel that you exaggerate the qualities of a person so much to make him look taller, stronger, bigger. And that's how the name tall tale came as a slang. There are 5 elements to a tall tale. Number 1 is the protagonist or the antagonist, like we call the hero and the villain. That's number 1. Number 2 is raising an action, as in you create an atmosphere to create that inquisitiveness in the audience as to what's going to happen next. That's number 2. Third is the problem where the hero tries to solve. And 4 is the climax where you give an ending. And the final one can be a resolution or a moral. Okay, these are the 5 parts. So, like we have the body parts of a speech, these 5 elements, if incorporated, then it becomes a tall tale in simple language. So today I'm going to narrate one incident. The base incident happened with me, but I have exaggerated certain areas which I will be speaking about towards once I finish the speech. They say that a trip on a rough, thunderous night gives you a glimpse of death. The Nilgiri or the Blue Mountains, have you heard of it? Where is it? Ooty, right? So at the foothills of the Nilgiri, we have a hill station for Ooty. And I happened to be there when I turned 15 with my family. We traveled together and I was super excited. Why? Because that was the first time we together as a family were to incline at the height of 7,500 feet above sea level. So I thought, wow, I'm going to feel on top of the world. That excited me. That kick excited me. We took a train from Chennai Egmore station to a place called Mettupalayam. It's 40 kilometers away from Ooty. You get down at the station, you need to board a bus and go to the final destination, Ooty. Ascending into the hotel, the luxurious and the fine detail magnified my thoughts that Ooty is the best place in the world. There were some fine architects put up around the world, some creative corners that was depicted, and I got a glimpse of what my trip is going to be. We checked into our room, had a good night's sleep, and next day morning, we woke up with the sound of the waterfall. And our tour guide knocking at our door saying that we are ready to depart to our tour to a place called Dottapetta. That's the highest point in Ooty. So, as you know, as I mentioned before, I was super excited because I'm going to reach at the top. With full anxiety in one side and excitement on the other side, because I was just 15, so there was a mixed feeling that I was undergoing. We stepped into a bus. The trip was comfortable. We had a good amount of passengers who were like-minded, so we could communicate, have fun, share. We reached the venue, we enjoyed, we clicked few pictures of the area so that we can reminisce in the future. Those days we don't have WhatsApp and social media, so we had to actually click it on our camera. And once that was done, we were so engrossed in the beauty of nature and the height and the breeze and the fragrance of nature that we didn't realize that time had already passed. And then from one end, our driver, Muttu, he shouts, "Hey, all of you, it's time to depart. Otherwise, we'll be in trouble." And the way he shouted shocked us. We all rushed because it was so scary the way he said. We didn't understand the meaning of what he was trying to say. We all rushed towards the bus, like how the bees rush towards the beehive. We got into the bus. Initially, our return journey was comfortable in the beginning, 5 or 10 minutes. Slowly, I started to see that clear blue sky slowly got transformed into a pitch dark cave. We started hearing the sounds of the wind, which was eerie, sinister, and very cool. Our body started turning blue at the feel of the environment and ambience there. The bus kept inclining and inclining, and thud, a sound came. We all felt that our bus was actually dangling at the cliff of a mount. But we couldn't see anything. Bus driver tried all his attempts to do the best that he could. But unfortunately, with all this sinister effects in the background, the problem was that the brakes had failed, the gears were not working, and we didn't know where we were. And the driver started putting his hands up. I only remember the chants and hymns that the co-passengers were singing aloud, some just closing their eyes and praying, some shedding tears, children crying, and we gave up hope. Then I saw a young boy, so bright as if 1,000 suns had risen in the sky. He walks up in a pleasant way and he says, "Hello, everyone, I will save you." And he just tried to balance things. He tried to balance the weight in the bus. And he takes the face of the driver, waves his magical hands, casts a spell, and whoosh, all the problems disappeared. The bus was back to normal. Out of the incline, out of the cliff, the brakes working, gears working. Next was a loud, thunderous applause, praise that I could hear, which was, of course, to that little young boy. What we saw that day is that this young boy, Raja, that size does not matter. It is the belief that you have in your extraordinary efforts and potential that helps you to win over a situation. So that's the story. Now, out of this, if you recollect, I had told you about the 5 elements in the beginning. Before I step to that, a few exaggerations. I exaggerated the kind of ambience which actually was not. Okay, it was not as eerie. It was a little dreadful. It was not eerie and sinister. The boy, there was no boy in the actual scene. It was the driver who saved us. And the way I described the wind, the magical things, everything was an exaggeration. So the incident, the base incident is what happened with me. But the effects that I gave was introducing a character of that boy and giving the other effects of the ambience and nature around, just to give a feel to the audience that this is what you can expect from it. So the first element is the protagonist. And who's the protagonist here? No. That was in my case. This no. The little boy. The little boy, Raja. And where I described rising and creating a suspense is all these effects that I gave, voice modulations and these sound effects, wish, whoosh, moving my body around. Those are the effects that I gave to create the suspense. And what is the problem? Brakes not working, gears not working, bus hanging on top of a mountain cliff. And last was the climax. So what was the climax in what I told is that the boy appearing out of nowhere. That's the climax. Because at that point, we usually think, okay, so it's going to be a negative ending by saying that, okay, the bus just dropped off and we are no more. But it doesn't end there. It ends as a boy came up out of nowhere and he tried to create the match and saved all of us. That's the climax. I introduced a moral where I mentioned that size was no obstacle. When you fuel it by courage and unwavering belief in the extraordinary, anything is possible. So this is a very quick framework that I presented before you for a tall tale. So the easier way, what I understand is best way, like actually I was in a confusion. I had spoken to DTM Shreeraman that I'm planning to take up a fairy tale. I thought of taking a fairy tale and then exaggerating it. But he suggested, no, it's better you go with your experience. That will add more effects. And this actually I could visualize when I was very quickly putting things down because I had experienced these things in life. So I could put down certain phrases in place. So this is an easier way of doing. If possible, have a moral. So it is not that you're just talking about a tall tale or exaggeration, but you also are conveying a message to the audience that you need not go with the size, but we stay focused on your extraordinary. So that will give proper ending to your tall tale. So I hope you got an idea of how things can be worked on for the coming tall tale contest. If you have anything to ask, so good.
Any questions? No question. Thank you very much.
Yes, so
I'm also privileged that I'm starting on a red light. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, sir. So, Sir Asha, for those who are not familiar with her, she is an activities coordinator with Indian School WYSIWYG, both in her profession and her vocation. She has been receiving awards as the best teacher and best performing artist. And going by the table topic awards here, she's going to be a champion speaker who will bring trophies for herself and to the club pretty soon. Wish you all the best. The evaluation. Yeah, please. There is no particular evaluator, but I'm expecting the general evaluator to give his inputs on this. And if you allow me a naughty evaluation, I particularly like the way you turned 15 with the family. That exaggeration actually. Okay, we won't have voting because we have only one project speech. But the next A, the third A, before we leave for snacks, I must tell you, it's what Toastmaster Jayakrishan had mentioned. Adapt to the stress or the stressor. What stresses you? Adapt to that. For example, try reframing the problem. You are stuck in a traffic jam. What do? You can't stress yourself out saying that this is something you can't do anything about it. So what you do is you must be having a radio, a mobile phone, or a partner, engage in conversation, listen to podcasts, practice your speech. So many things. So reframe your problems, it becomes easy. Look at the big picture. Okay, for example, today we go to the snack center, the pantry, and we realize that all that Toastmaster Jiran has provided has oil and sugar. So look at the bigger picture. What does that do? Avoid it so you can live a healthy life. Standard. Very often we set so much of health standard, we get precision driving us. It becomes difficult for us to work with people because of the standards that So adjust your standards to meet the requirements of people around you. So your stress level comes down. Then the last one. There are many points, but I have picked the most important one. Last one, of course, in this, but I have picked the structure is practicing gratitude. If you want to know how to do that, please contact us. And what we do now is to break for snacks. Hopefully, Toastmaster Chiran would have provided something that we can all cherish. But don't go by my words. Please have whatever you can and come back in. We've got a break of 10 minutes. We'll come back in 5 minutes. See you at the break, after the break.
All will get the neck pain, I think. I think they have to look, they are sitting in a way, right? I think that will be difficult, right? Am I right?
Yeah. That screen is a little higher side, I think.
No, not only screen, they are the table is put vertical way, not the horizontal one, what we are facing the screen. They are facing each other now. And they have to tilt the neck and then look at the people who are on stage.
True. They have to turn their head 90 degrees. Almost.
Almost, yes. Mr. Raman, you are where? You are in Dubai now, is it? You are based in Dubai now?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Change the job. Okay. All the best.
Thank you.
Settle
It's the
down.
same.
Sorry?
It's my previous company only.
Okay. From the you got transferred only. Okay.
No, not transferred. I was where I was working in Dubai. That company is Shapurji Palonji.
Okay.
I left to Oman and I was working with the Gulfar.
Again, gone back to the same company.
Same company. I came back to say.
Shapoji is Indian, no? Yeah, it's Indian
Yeah.
company. They are very big guns
Yep.
in infrastructure development. But they are very low profile, unlike L&T and all, very popularly known. Unless people go into detail only, the company is so massive it is. I went through the one day their history, that kind of thing, massive.
Correct.
The kind of the projects they have undertaken and executed, unimaginable. And always they are also having a handful of jobs all the time, like L&T. Whereas the L&T is very talk of the town all the time. Whereas this very low profile. I think they were together, and that is also split into two, right? One is Shapurji, Palonji, another one is the two separate entity long before, not now, I think.
Sterling Wilson. So they have many groups. Group of companies are many.
Okay.
In India, they were having this. What is that? Euro. I forgot the name. That vacuum cleaner.
Europe something, yes. Europe something, yes. That belongs to them, is it? That company?
I think now 158 years they established this company. Now 158 years they have completed.
Yeah, it's a very big company. Because when I was reading lately that the chairman passed away, in an accident. That time I went through the details. They are very really big company. Yeah, I remember I have also dealt with them in Muscat, a very small level. I thought they are like a small time contractor sort of thing. But people used to say they are the one only built the Oman, the palace. I don't know how far it is true. We don't know.
Yeah, they are built.
They built. But they are really good. There are a lot of big residential projects and all they have done, I think, even in India. The sound is very clear, but how the room is fitted with some the kind of microphone, or because the people, I don't think people are wearing that one, but it was better than the previous hall, the Kunji hall. Maybe the room is fitted. Still, it's nice fittings, nice ceilings, nice lightings. Looks nice. But the only thing is like it's like a boardroom type hall.
Hall seems to be smaller than the previous one.
Is it, it is a chap who was gone out of Tata's, who was taken over, no? Shapoorji, that Cyrus Mystery.
Yes, he was the chairman. So there were some disputes. So he was sacked from Tata.
Tata's, yeah.
They are holding more than 30% shares in Tata.
Oh, Shapoorji's.
Yeah. Shapoorji is having, I think, more than 30%.
Oh, Tata Group. Oh.
Yeah. Having shares in Tata Group, and as well as they have own companies.
Multinational.
Yeah, they have in Saudi, they have in Bahrain, they have in Oman, they have in UAE, have in Qatar.
They were in the video also. I don't know whether still they are the oil field.
ये छोटी सी जिंदड़ी तेरा तो लंबिया लंबिया परदेसी तेरी मेरी परदेसी तेरी मेरी जिंदगी।
It seems you are addressing us, Pardeshi.
गाँव छोड़ के आ गया। चलो रे जा रे पंछी की अब ये देश हुआ बेगाना। Mr. Dhoni is richer.
I think next time when we have the meeting, the cricket final, they should postpone.
Sound system running. Very fast. Smart. Did you say Cosmos and I will get back?
Sorry?
Did you see the.
See you.
Ah, okay. I thought you wanted to have a session. I remember, I think, over the general evaluating. He's sitting where it's gone on the floor. I remember that pretty much on the I had a session on music. I was introducing everyone with the song.
What you sing is what you give.
So someone gave me an alternative to that, added perspective. What you sow is what you get. YCD. What we sow so called VCD. What you sow is what you get. That was Sadashiv Mangle. And all that. Okay, welcome back.
What is show is what you give. You actually would have.
Welcome back and thank you very much. The man on the run has been responsible for providing the snacks. Not literally on the run from authorities, but man who runs and also runs marathon. So the runner in the club who has completed a full marathon in New York just recently. Thank you. Mr. Chaudhary. Somebody is still trying to make him run now. I don't know for what reason, but please be seated. We have a session to go. So in the presence of general evaluator, let me once again thank our runner, man who's on the run, runs the club and runs the marathon, and also providing snacks for us. Delicious reflex. But you didn't have it. How did you know it was delicious?
Seeing the taste of it.
I had a very delicious sweet chili. You forced me to have it and you Neki ka darya mein daal is mantra. Okay, now we are getting into the impromptu speech segment, which will be conducted by man who loves afternoon so much. He carries PM with his name everywhere. Johnny PM. Johnny PM is no, but I could have easily introduced him as pharmacist, but that will become general, no? He's a surgical executive in Muscat Pharmacy. In Muscat Pharmacy for past 19 years.
Wow.
So man who probably built Muscat Pharmacy along with the Metas. He was his impromptu segment. Let's welcome host Mr. Who is ready to don many hats. All the best.
Good evening, amiable dear Toastmasters, fellow members, long-hand students. We are online Toastmasters. So today we got an opportunity to regulate daily topic discussions. So we'll start. Are you ready?
Yes, yes.
Prepared a lot. I hope all are champions. So I'm expecting your team. First question. Okay. First questions. All you would have done for that control. What are the major tasks we feel we go for a diet control? Got it? Once again, all you would have done for diet control. Diet control. What are the major tasks you feel we go for a diet control? Got it? Question is clear?
Yes.
So this task will goes to Toastmaster Harsha.
Yes, sir.
Question will repeat. Sorry.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening.
Nowadays, diet control is a very must for everyone, for children also, because very not like we can say unhealthy, but that pizza and all that type of food, all are prefer to eat very regularly. So for that, children and elder also become fat and unhealthy. So we should do diet control and healthy life. For healthy life, we should do yoga, meditation, and all, walking in the morning. So diet control is must for our regular basis. Okay, thank you.
Okay. So the second one, this is a small quote. Today I got it. Smile, someone is thinking of you. Smile, someone is thinking of you. It's like a small quote by Shreeraman. So this will goes to our senior most Toastmaster, Mr. Dhirendran sir.
Dear topic master, fellow members, what a pleasant hall, what a cozy hall. Look at the one, everyone is smiling now. Somebody is thinking of you. I really want to tell you, somebody is thinking of you. Every one of you sitting here, somebody is thinking of you. And someone is thinking of me as well. My mother, I know that every day she is thinking of me. And if I just think of her, I get smile. Smile is the best thing, the best blessing in this entire world. Only human beings are bestowed upon. No one else. No animals can smile. We would have seen one or two exceptional cases of monkey smiles. But we are blessed with that very unique privilege. But how many of us are using it? How many of us smile every day? Even there is no chance, there is no opportunity, there is no reason. I would urge all of you, look at the mirror and smile to yourself. You will get the advantage of it. The one you're smiling at will reciprocate. Even now I'm looking at Toastmaster Anil and he may not be smiling at me. But if you look at the mirror, you will definitely get a wholehearted and very warm smile back to you. So every day, when you get up, I would urge all of you, go straight to the mirror and spend at least a minute's time, smile lavishly and enjoy the smile back. That day, I'm telling you, the day will be blessed, day will be fully charged up, and you will have a pleasant experience with smooth, full of smiles from morning till evening if you do that regularly. Are you with me?
Yes.
And how many of you are going to do that?
Yes, everyone.
And telling you, next week when you come here, you will tell me that what a wonderful tip you have given. I have charged up fully for the next speech. Over to Deepika.
Now the third question will goes to I will read the question. All heard about Chandrayaan 3. Chandrayaan 3 was launched. As a common man, how it's changed your day-to-day life? You got it? Chandrayaan 3 is launched. As a common person, what changed or how to change as the day-to-day life? The question will goes to online Toastmaster Chandrababu sir.
Sir, Chandrayaan, what you said? I could not follow your full thing. Chandrayaan?
Chandrayaan is launched.
Sorry?
As a common isn't the mic gone?
Chandrayaan 3 is launched.
Okay.
Common person, as a common man, how it's influenced?
Okay. Okay. Thank you, dear amiable table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, and guess anybody over there. Thanks for this topic. Chandrayaan, it's amazing initiative and executed very professionally by our scientists. And it is the world all stood up and looked at India, how India sent this mission, that executed this mission very professionally and sent this mission to the moon. So definitely all our Indians super excited, and everybody's world is India has become the talk of the town everywhere. And the more important, the Prime Minister as well went personally congratulated and appreciated for their good work in their work and initiatives. And there are so many in the pipeline which they are going to do that in shortly, which you all must be knowing based on the TV news what I am talking about. So this is definitely for India. It's a great breakthrough and great efforts by our scientists and our the scientific initiatives going in a very, very, very impressive way, and nobody can deny or disagree to this. And we are all proud, but at the same time, there are some people say this money could have spent for something better than this. This is of no use, and this is very achieved also. In a very the kind of the budget. The world could not even imagine how they could achieve under this budget to execute this project. So hats up to our scientists. Let's all look forward to the more from them, and also encourage our future generation towards this research and development as well. Thank you. Over to you, Double Topic Master. Thank you.
Next question. Person addicted of social media. How do you advise or how you control? You got it? Yeah. So the question will goes to Toastmaster Anand. Anand K. So what is it?
Table talking master, fellow members, good evening. Good evening. Good evening. The topic amiably, it looks like a amiably easy, but talk about this topic is little bit stress I have to take. The social media addicted person nowadays in the current situation, there are people, even in this hall, many people are addicted to the social media, which is used to the good purpose also, and it is not useful also. So I would advise to all of them, even today's current situation, even children, we have to advise the children that there are many social media like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. Things are all this technology is very good to in our society. It is good for the society, but thing is that we have how to use that. That we have to we have to take a counseling with the children, and we have to advise them that how to use the social media. I hope this topic is justified to the people of us and everybody.
Back to the presentation. Next question. Yes. Time is over. Okay, then that's it from my side. It's okay, no? One more. We need one more. It's okay. Okay, so this will talk about the round table discussion with your family and benefits. How could you justify that? The question will go to Toastmaster Dawal. So I thought we'll go there. No, this telling the top questions. So we can do this question with your father. Okay.
Stressful topic, there is no stress in it. Is the roundtable discussion what we can have with our families. Good evening, table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, and Toastmasters. Roundtable topics, very good topic discussion what we should do in the family when we are eating a food, whether lunch, dinner. But definitely, I will say the thing what we are doing at home at night every evening. In India, here also, we are taking a food together in family. No first, no second. Everybody sit at together with everyone and then discuss what have happened in the. If children are there, they will tell what is happened in the school. If the business, like my family is in business, so they say what happened in the business. So they give their own ideas, and everybody will say. And the families, like ladies are there, they are cooking and everything. They are in the house, so they will say their own thoughts. What is there? What is to be done? So this will, and please, switch off the TV, switch off the mobile. Don't take a mobile at all while having a lunch or dinner. This is the very good thing. Everybody should follow it. And we should learn what our family is thinking about us. Like what sir has said. What we should discuss. What we are there with our mind. We should come across and we should discuss it. Then only it will spread the good things with our children, with our future generation. So this is a very good idea what we should discuss with the family when we are at a round table, lunch or dinner, anything. Okay, this is to you, over to you, Sabodarabi.
Thank you. Your honest is taken, but I'll try. Thank you very much.
Let's hear from the timer, the time taken by all the speakers.
Yeah.
Individual.
Toastmaster Raja, 1 minute. Toastmaster Gina Chandra, 2 minutes 10 seconds. Toastmaster Chandramodi, 2 minutes 25 seconds.
Excuse me, madam.
Toastmaster Anand, 1 minute 28 seconds. Toastmaster Daud, 1 minute 30 seconds.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, table topic master. Okay. Wonderful topics, well conducted. First time role as table topic master, correct?
Yes, master.
No. I think the Vice President Education stressed on the word master. Table topic master. So he came up with all the questions. Took that master very serious, so he came up with a lot of questions here to the class. It's time to move on to another important segment in a Toastmaster meeting. Someone wise said, if you keep doing the same thing, you cannot expect different results. So in order to make sure that we don't keep doing the same thing, we need something called feedback. Okay. But to conduct that segment, we need a different person, not me. So let's welcome that different person, our general evaluator, TTM Pradeep R. Thank you.
Toastmaster today for the Toastmasters. Today, first it was to evaluate the wonderful speech given by Toastmaster Bernard, which is attitude is the gratitude. Is the gratitude is the attitude. I call upon Toastmaster J. Krishna
We should transform in the form of energy.
Yeah.
Dear general evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, offline and online. Toastmaster Pranal delivered an informational speech on how, if one inculcates gratitude as his attitude, can enhance one's life's experience. The speech had a good beginning, well construed body, and a conclusion with a call for action. What I liked the most, I liked two things. The number one, as per the objective, he has used his tone, volume, and speed to perfection. Number two, good usage of words and language. For example, planting seed on soil of mind. Number one. Gratitude plays a pivotal role in mental well-being. Grateful mindset helps to reframe the situation. These were some of the good usage of language he has expressed in the speech. And there was the call for action when he was mentioning, he was concluding, he was giving a message to each one of us. Be grateful, which is the key to unlock the life. Stress and practice gratitude in life, which will lead you to the freedom of happiness and fulfillment. Well done, Toastmaster Runal. The speech, though it had all those positives, I have a few suggestions which can take Manal to the next level when he delivers the future speeches. Number one, I could observe there were two long pauses, which I feel was due to a bit of practice would have avoided this. Number two, the speech objective also calls for using effective body language. What I observed was you were standing at this position. There were ample opportunities when you were giving all the positives of gratitude, how the attitude of gratitude can make you to enhance your life experience. There were many occasions, especially when even this, you can, when you are using these good languages, planting seed on the soil of minds. Some you could have used this body language more effectively because that is one of the prime objectives of the speech. Or otherwise, before the starting of the speech itself, we can also inform evaluated that speech should be evaluated only on vocal variety. But since that was not informed earlier, I evaluated in both for both body language as well as vocal variety. And you could have also brought in an incident or an experience in your own life, wherein how gratitude helps you to enhance or to fulfill, enhance your fulfillment. And these are the three observations which I'm sure you can utilize and bring up in the next speeches. Overall, well delivered speech and a good message also, which wherein a lot of positives and how gratitude can help you and what are the positives of gratitude. And the message was also very much yes. With adding all those comments in your next speeches, I am sure that you can excel in the forthcoming pitches. Back to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jackson, for the wonderful constructive evaluation. Next, I move on to the role of the Wordmaster Grammarian. Toastmaster Ramalinga Vangala presented a very beautiful word, amiable. See how when we use the word and over to Toastmaster Raman.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator, for asking me to present the report. Before going into the grammar part and good usage of words, I would like to ask you a question. How many times the word amiable used by our speaker in this today's session? Anyone knows it?
No. Shiva, all the synonyms also were used by Shreeraman.
18.
Less than 5.
According to my counting, 9 times the word is used. Timer 1 time, Toastmaster Gaurav 3 times, Toastmaster Jayakrishnan 2 times, Toastmaster Dhoni 1 time, Toastmaster Chandramouli 1 time, Toastmaster Anand K 2 times. Now, I have observed there are good usage of vocabulary by our president. He used complacent. Then Toastmaster of the day, he used the word prelude, cognizant. And also there are some good words used by our Toastmaster of the day. What we see is what we get. Keep doing the same thing will not bring different result. Then Tall Tale Master, Toastmaster Asha Mohan, she said, magic works with confidence. Science has no obstacles. DTM Jinachandran says, smile is the best blessing we have got. So grammar, I could not find any mistakes from any of the speakers. This is my report. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raman, for the detailed report. With this report of Toastmaster Raman, we are sure that the network connectivity in this room is fairly good, audible. Okay, thanks, Toastmaster Raman. Next. Is there a last contact? Gaurav, as a VP, you should try to give opportunity to someone else, not like just jump and take it to the road. Just joking, that's all. So now let's see how we fare on the R's and unwanted pauses. I welcome a VP Education, Toastmaster Gaurav Sood.
Thank you, General Evaluators. Today's session was today's session was very flawless in terms of other terms until the table topics. In table topics, we had the repeat of word the by Polly and use of and twice by Toastmaster. Plus one sound was taken up by Toastmaster Anand. Other than that, all speakers, Toastmaster Suresh, President, Toastmaster Varghese, TMOD, Shreeraman sir, Toastmaster Samreen, General Secretary DTM Pradeep, Toastmaster Jay Krishnan, everybody was flawless. Thank you.
I know during the snack break, when we were all enjoying the snack, there was one person who was very busy reminding us that time is up, time is up, time is up. And I welcome our timekeeper for today's session, Toastmaster Samreen.
As we say that time and tide wait for none. But I must say that all our role players and speakers are well on time. Since I've already given the report for the table topic, so I will be introducing the role play and the evaluation segment. Word master, TM Raman Bangala. Am I right? 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Our counter, TM Kodasu, 1 minute. General evaluator, DTM Pradeep R, 1 minute. Evaluator, TM Jayakrishnan, 1 minute, 12 seconds. Speaker, Mrinal, Toastmaster Mrinal, 5 minutes, 50 seconds. Tall Tail, TM Asha Mohan, 13 minutes, 37 seconds. We extended the time by 10 minutes. We can end amiable on time if we move little bit. Thank you.
Thank you, timekeeper Toastmaster Samreen, for this wonderful report and also the advice that if we move little quicker, we can finish on time. Yeah, now it's time for the general evaluators report. The first session, the first location in a very new, fresh atmosphere. How was it?
Stupendous.
So, yeah. I would like to start the preparation for this, which started long before. We had a very long waiting. It's almost for 2 weeks. And it was good to see that Toastmaster Dhawan was there at the reception to guide the new members because being a new principal. And also all the Zoom connections, the Wi-Fi connections, all this was set well in advance because we know that a new location there can be pauses of technical glitches, but thanks, it was all well set by Toastmaster Rajesh. And we had our Sergeant at Arms, Toastmaster Suresh kickstarting the meeting as usual, energetic, and he welcomed the president. The president was the first person who spoke about stress today. The story of the shark and the stress which the shark creates makes the fishes alive for a more longer period. So, according to him, those are some of the things that every stress that happens around us, never consider it as a stressful. It is for the beneficial of us. I come to the Toastmaster of the day later towards the end. Then we had the speech by Toastmaster Mrinal, which was titled "Gratitude is the attitude." Definitely, he had touched upon many various aspects because normally when we always speak of gratitude a lot, but linking gratitude to attitude was something a unique way which he has taught and he has presented it very well. Definitely, the evaluation by Toastmaster J. Krishnan was very constructive, and those points which he has just suggested, I recommend. But if you just incorporate it, and definitely you can improve a far better speaker. And when you go into the problems that we go into this technically, you find difficult to connect, especially with words. A small story or something which could have that's most of it. That's the issue. Then we had a wonderful torte by Toastmaster Asha Mohan. Definitely kudos to Gaurav for the extra effort that he is putting in making what torte is familiar to all the, especially the new members and most of the members who we know for few years were little away from the physical sessions and back to the physical contest. Actually, with these today's Asha's speech where she demonstrated how and where you can exaggerate the things of a small story is a very good example. And I kindly urge all the members to participate, come forward and participate. The time, as somebody was asking, is 3 to 5 minutes. The evaluation criteria I shall share with Gaurav. Gaurav will be sharing the group. We have till now only 2 members who have come forward. I kindly request other members also to come forward, give their names for them. Then we had a tabletop quiz, which was conducted by Toastmaster Dhoni. He was so enthusiastic that he was chasing also. Yeah. And that's what you're thanks for reminding it. I'll come to it later. In between that, we had the snacks, and before the snacks, also, our president from USA had bought some chocolates. And his role as a snack master also was overdue since for a very long time. So he had to keep waiting, provide these chocolates and keep the snacks. Thanks for keeping it very safe at your home, the sweets especially. And what Toastmaster Dhoni was referring to is each and every sweet, the wrap, there is a tabletop sport. So I just gave it to him and said, just use this as your table topic. So that is, we had used it and he has used that with our distinguished Toastmaster today. That's that. Now, as I mentioned, I will come to the Toastmaster of the day. Before that, I had a very good team of role players by the Toastmaster Samri, Toastmaster Raman from Dubai, Toastmaster Gaurav, and our evaluator Toastmaster Jaykrishnan. All of them had done their role very well. First of all, our Toastmaster of the day, which was wonderful team, a team which kept us guessing for almost 15 days. 15 days, correct? Yeah. Too much. Yeah. What you sow is what you get. Practically, when I was not aware of what was this team, to be honest, and while Googled, got the answer. But what I liked is that he touched upon a very important aspect, which is stress, which we are all stressed in a daily life. And he emphasized that you cannot get rid of stress, but you can minimize and manage, and how you can live with the stress more peacefully and more better. But there's a very, very important lesson that I learned in today's session, and that which I would like to highlight is we all know that in stress, gratitude and attitude plays a very important. Knowing that Toastmaster Brunal's speech is about gratitude and attitude, he spoke on it only after the Toastmaster of the day spoken on it, or after the speaker has given a speech on it. Definitely, had he spoken on this before, obviously, the speaker Brunal would have become a little tense, because what I wanted to tell, what I wanted to say is, our Toastmaster of the day is already said. So it's a wonderful lesson for all of us to take forward. This is a big lesson which I learned in today's session. Whenever, in every role you are taking, please keep a note that if there anyone speaking related to this, then bring it after this. So for this wonderful session, the first session of the beach one, and for this wonderful gesture from our distinguished Toastmaster, can we have a round of applause? The improvements happen because we are at the first session of first over here. So definitely, as such, we are all. It's good to see that we are all got adjusted to this. And as the quote of the thought of the week is, we first make a habit and then our habit makes us. We made a habit to meet on Wednesday at a particular place, but now we have shifted to a different place on a Sunday. So definitely this habit will continue. And with this, I hand over back to the Toastmaster of the day. Great.
Thank you very much. Such a wonderful and insightful presentation by the general manager. Let's have a round of applause. So we talked about 3 A's so far. We still have one left.
Avoid, alter.
Avoid, alter, adapt.
Adjust.
Adapt is adjust. The fourth one is what we are going through now when I mentioned about WYSIWYG and our location changes. Accept the changes. There are things that you can't help.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be here, and when again I'm privileged to start on a red light, so I won't be timed out. Thank you very much, timer, for that review. So here we come. We had no choice. We had to accept this because this was the only place available within our budget and within our constraints. And Sunday was the only day available. Like I said in the beginning, no one complained, no one batted eyelid. We are here together in a moving the club session forward. So kudos to all of you for accepting. To summarize, why I talk about KTM Pradeep touched upon a great point on this. Why I talked about this is because this is up to us. There could be circumstances that we cannot control. People will talk about meditate, this, that, and all. You can do all that. But these are things that can be done every day. The things that I told you about getting stuck in a traffic jam, thinking about something else, the thing that I talked to you about going to the pantry and finding something else, these are things that we can do every day. You don't need masters to tell us. These 4 A's can definitely reduce our stress level, minimize our stress level. So, can we have a recap of 4 A's?
Avoid stress. Alter the stress. Tap the stress. Access status.
My machine is made. So WYSIWYG is complete. Vice President.
Thank you, Toastmaster today, for taking up the wonderful session today. Now, we get into the contest season from next week, and we all have a chance to be on the podium. Please raise your hands who want to be at the podium next week.
I'll raise them then after it.
Only one person cannot raise their hand today. No. Master of Ceremonies, Toastmaster J. Krishna.
Wow.
Other than that, I want hands to be raised for the content contest. As a participant of the content contest,
That's all the exception.
so the next
got plenty of members.
we have got media members.
Only tournament next week.
Yeah, first only coordinate.
How many?
We have 7 or 8.
We have
Nimal, Dhoni, Asad, Kal,
Samrai.
otherwise, you know.
Sure, I'll give you something to say. You will get 2% from
You can always reach out to Toastmaster.
Yeah. Driving for going? Yeah. Okay. So start by saying I drove in such a high speed that I was flying. Even the traffic lights did not test. So that's how you build up.
Even today it came by car. So I came by flight.
So how do you know it's named online traffic?
Anything
That's
you even cross the red light. Nobody will be questioning.
This is one thing where which I see you do very participant. So what's the other? Putting the answer. Yes, but no. Friend, now then the other again.
Now we help
We gave me 3 to 5 minutes.
say
With this, the master ceremony next week will be Toastmaster JK. Chief guest will be from the club only, DTM Himan. He will have his team.
Very good.
Thank you. And back to. I'll give the podium to.
Let's be correct. Thank you, but so I'm sure we're going to have a great all trains conflicts next week. Are you all ready? Yes. Great. On that energy, let's invite the man from US Marathon. Running. Mr. President. This.
Thank you.
All the best. Let's only take it.
Take it.
Your vote is null and void.
We have four minutes to 9:30, so I will finish it in in 4 minutes.
23.
No, 9:30, sir. We'll finish it by 9:30. We'll finish by 9:30.
Special 4 minutes.
Yes. Special thanks to our Toastmaster and a special mention to Toastmaster Dhaval for being the meet and greet master for the new location. One thing important, we will have a trekking on 8th of December. It's on Friday morning. It's a family. We can bring with your family. We do it every year. So 8th December, Friday morning. We will share the details in the group. And we have the.
Can I participate on Zoom?
Yeah. Okay. Another important point is pathways. By next year, it is getting upgraded. So you are giving the speech here. So it has to be updated in the TMI website.
The whole speech.
The whole, update in the TMI website by December, because from January onwards, it's getting updated. So we may not able to do it as we do now. So LMS. So whatever the speech you're doing it in the club, do it in the TMI website. It's very important. Then we have the area contest March 8th of 2024. So before that, all our club contests will be completed. So we'll have the contest coming up in January and February. And for level 2 is required for the international speed. So who has not achieved level 2, prepare to complete level 2 to be participation in the international contest. Other contest, no level is required, you can participate. And DTAC, there is some messages in the group which I shared. So who is interested, you can share it. Now it's the time for certificates. So we have only one evaluator, and award goes to my mentor, Toastmaster Jayakrishnan. One second, sir. I thought my mistake. Let me call the Toastmaster of the day. Let me call the Toastmaster.
Later on what is for the President. Created on it. Yes, okay. Thank you.
Please be here. And the best speaker, Toastmaster Shreeraman Nekani. And
Okay, you guys here. Look at me.
Thank you. And the best table topic award goes to Distinguished Toastmaster Jinidadran
Smile. I am ready to complete before. Very good, done.
And the best role player award goes to District Toastmaster Pradeep R.
One second. Hey.
Good job. Thank you.
And thank you one and all meeting is adjourned. We'll have a group photo and there are few more snacks. So before going, yes, please come. We'll have a group photo.
Oh, not bad, yeah, 9:30.
Yeah, and we are sharp on 9:30.
Quite a follow. We are finishing on.
Yeah.
That's balance. You are trying to do my additional time, just snack balance on. Oh.
Take your draw.
I'm certainly.
And for the next week, if you get a trophy, you can take home.
Take it home, yeah. That is not what is the problem.
Yeah.
Copy, yeah. Everybody, everyone screen.
Every,
Come.
Understand nobody.
What about taking Rajesh from coming? Please.
Yeah.
Yes. Smile.
1 minute slide.
And you come.
Sir, smile.
Yes, you come.
Who?
Rajesh, you come.
Yeah, okay. Thank you.
TMOD. Become.
And Thomas is there, Chandramouli is there. Yeah. Raman is there. It's got Shukran.
Let's keep the steering going.
Thank you and good night.
Good night all. Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Good night.
I'm having the meeting. That's far. That's why. See, from the neck. Okay. Come on. Just fit, no? We're going to go for story. All relevant stories. For example.